This is very close to the town of Occidental, and it's called the Land Paths, one word, Land Paths, Old Growth Forest. And I had seen on a review that they were talking about like a $10 charge. There's no like pay fee notice here at all. There's just so you know, there's no bathrooms, but there's like 6 parking lots, parking spaces for you to walk around. This was, please hold, sorry about that. You'd think by now I would have this figured out. It was less than half a mile loop, and that's including kind of going in and out so you can stand next to the bigger trees. Trying to show you that. It's just, I don't know if this is doing it justice, but it's pretty spectacular. Yeah, so near the town of Occidental, Land Paths Old Growth Forest. Pretty cool. Check that out. One last thing about the Land Paths Grove. There is no fee. I did double check as I was walking out, but there is, and I did see poison oak. So make sure you stay on the trails, as you should anyways, so as to not to beat down the vegetation. But so you saw some of that burn scarring on the trees, and that was prescribed burn just to knock down some of that vegetation. So that's what that was about. And there are 8 parking spots here. So just a little clarification there, but absolutely beautiful. Good afternoon, everybody. It is day 3 of my little car trip, and I'm back on the ocean. I actually stopped here because of that lighthouse back there. I was going to go check it out, but they wanted a $5 site fee, so just to go up to it, so I'm about a quarter mile away, it would be $5, which I wouldn't mind paying. I don't mind supporting things like that with my money, but it is 12 o'clock and I've only been, I don't know, driving for about 70 or 80 miles, and I wanted to get further. Mostly just because I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I just want to start making what I feel like some progress. So let me flip this around. There we go. So that's what I'm trying to show you. It's beautiful right here. There's the lighthouse. It's supposedly the tallest one on the West Coast, according to their little sign up front. All right, I found my lunch spot. I'm just at a little beach. There's no name to it. Highway 1 is right there. So you're hearing cars coming down Highway 1. Basically, I'm in like a ravine. And here I am. So that was Point Arena Lighthouse is where I was just at last time I talked to you guys. So that was a couple hours ago. It's just after 2 o'clock. And now I'm going to sit here and watch the waves crash, have some lunch, and then I'm going to keep heading north. All right, so I'm in Shelter Cove, and I'm at my campsite. That plane just landed. So the end of the runway is even with the fence line of where I'm staying. And I ended up staying here mostly because they have showers. And I did actually look to see if maybe I could, like, if they were coin operated, if I could just come in, use them, and then go somewhere else to camp, because I'm in a major campground. But that's code, and so you had to pay for a night to get the code. So that's okay, because the Pacific Ocean is right there, and I really wanted that. The other place I was thinking about camping is actually up in the hills. Okay, I'll start focusing on camera work. Sorry, guys. It's up on the hills, which is behind me. But so I have basically perfect views of the ocean that I'm going to be going to sleep to. And then just for fun, I have the added entertainment of a landing strip right here. So one just landed and there's one on the tarmac right there. So yeah, my mom and dad used to fly, so they would love this, being able to fly here. And then this was dangerous. I didn't realize this until I got up. So I'm kind of towards the back. I was kind of able to pick my campsite, so I was able to pick here. So that's the town, well, houses. I don't know if this is really a town. Like there's no town center. It's a town, but there's no town center. And then that ends up, that's actually a brewery and bar. So that's dangerous. I do have all of my stuff out and I'm cooking dinner tonight. So I've kind of agreed with myself that I'm going to, if I pay for a meal, then it's once a day. I can't pay for 2 meals a day. But just kind of showing you the mountains. Like the road in and out of Pleasant Cove is steep and windy. It was something to get here. And then going back up there, it was like 90 degrees up there. Someone was commenting on how close the brew house was, but so windy. And then the other thing was it's 68 degrees right now. Here it was 89 degrees where I was going to go camp up in the woods. It's amazing how quickly the temperature rises. So I really am looking forward to the cool temperatures. Good morning. It is July 26th and I woke up at the Shelter Cove RV Park this morning. Got everything done this morning and was kind of looking around the area and saw that like a quarter mile away is Seal Rock. So all those seals right there, they're sleeping. So what a way to start your day is to just look at the different sea life. I actually woke up to roosters and sea lions. Sea lions were barking early this morning. That was a really cool sound to wake up to. I thought I slept near the ocean before in hotel rooms and whatnot, and that's always fun when you get to hear the wildlife around. So today I am planning on heading into Oregon. The car is a mess. I was under trees and the trees were full of birds and the birds were full of poop, and now the car's full of poop. So I want to rinse that off and then head on it up to Oregon. And where am I going? I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what adventures lie ahead for me. But yeah, one last look at the seals. Let me see if I can focus on a couple that are... Oh, that guy's a little moving. Let's see what he does. I'm extremely zoomed, so please forgive the shake. So there's your seal fix for the day. Good day today. I am at the Secret Camp RV Park, and that's the main entrance. And I really like this. There's a nice guy that runs it, but he had a spot. He's like, go back to the chain. So I have my own entrance. He's like, feel free to put the chain back up once you drive through. So this is my camp. It's a private drive. And it's for tent camp only. So it's got its own fire pit, picnic table. Of course, I'm sleeping in the car. Trash can. So I'm pretty happy. So I've got my place set up. Today was a good day. I made it to Oregon, like I said I would. I'm just past the Gold Beach, the town of Gold Beach in Oregon. I did try a few other places to camp, all RV parks or state parks. And what I discovered as I'm driving along is there's really no dispersed camping. There's like everything has signage, posting. Clearly, there's just tons and tons of people that try to camp, and there's just no place to do it. So I don't want to get hassled in the middle of the night. So it's worth it to me to come to these campgrounds. But I showed you the seals this morning, a couple more deer today, some wild turkeys for wildlife. Those are the big ones that I saw. Good afternoon, everybody. It is July 27th and it's about 3:15 p.m. So I've made camp for the day. I went for a walk. It's really hard to make that bridge out. So Newport's behind me. That's kind of what I'm pointing at right now over my head. Spontaneously just stopped for breakfast at a random cafe. That was kind of fun for me because normally I do plan things out. I kind of have a general idea of what I'm going to do in the day, and today wasn't that at all. I went to Seal Caves, and I thought about like they have like a tour that goes down into the cavern. I guess it's really cool and everything, but that's something like I'll hold off until Kathy can come out with me because I'm sure we'll come up the Oregon coast. It's definitely worth it. I really find it beautiful. I really liked Coos Bay, and there's another town before it, and the name's escaping me. But I really want to explore those towns and spend some time there. Why am I not doing it now? Because, I kind of have an end goal, and one of the big end goal is getting to some dispersed camping. It's starting to really frustrate me having to check place after place to see if they can camp. Now, this is my fault. I didn't do any scheduling whatsoever. So if I'd just done some reservations, I probably wouldn't have this problem. But then the downside to that is then I'm stuck to a schedule, and I really liked not having a schedule at all. Even, stopping today, I stopped at 4 places. Everything is packed. It's amazing to me how many people are here, and like there's places to camp all along the coast. There's one feels like every 5 miles or so, and I'm driving a couple hundred miles a day and everything is full. It is really surprising to me just how unavailable everything is. It just tells me how many people are coming out on a regular basis to enjoy nature. I'm going to do one less pan. So this is looking east, and I'm going to go across. So that's back towards camp where I stayed. There's actually a large sized beach, and there's not a lot of beaches. I've noticed a lot of cliffs in Oregon, but a nice looking beach. It's been very popular. And then the jetties, Pacific Ocean. I fully expect everything to be wet in the morning. Fog's been rolling in hard each morning, so I don't know how much scenery I'll see tomorrow morning, but that's kind of towards Newport, that lighthouse back out there is kind of what I was focusing on. That foghorn I can't hear from camp. It's pretty blatant. So I am camped right next to, it looked like 5 tents and probably 20 people. I know there's a max load to each campsite, and they're hitting it, whatever that is. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, it's pretty area.